All right.
Cheers. Cheers, Big Papo.
Cheers. Big Fuji's brother.
There it is. Salud.
Salud. Thanks for syncing up the room. Cheers. All right, let's just check. Can you give me a mic
Damn,
check,
bro, it's a little,
please?
Mic
it's a little
check.
icy.
Hello.
Hello? That's,
Speaking.
You sound great.
Bubble.
It's a little icy.
You like that? You wanted cold ones. Okay, we got that.
A weevil.
We got this.
Estás escuchando la platica.
And we're ready. I apologize for last week's podcast. I realized that my microphone was actually kind of fucked up. You guys probably didn't notice it, but I did because I'm very anal about all my shit. And my mic was definitely fucked up. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of La
Estás
Platica.
escuchando la platica.
Today I have a very special one. We're doing a Platica today with my very, very, very close friends. The ones that I actually text, the ones that I actually hang out with, the ones that have a very special place in my heart. It's going to be their first time on a podcast. Am I right?
Ever.
Yeah.
So did I take your podcast virginity?
You popped it. Popped my cherry.
Ouch.
Just like that.
Whoa. So I really want to thank you guys for being on the podcast. I know sometimes it can be a little bit, there's a lot of pressure. You got cameras, you got mics, things like that, TVs, lights. It's a little hot in here. And for those who are watching, the man right in front of me actually farted 5 seconds before I pressed record. So, the aromas right now are a little fruity. Once again, we are on Spotify. We are on Apple Podcasts. And you can see, like I always say, our beautiful faces here on the wonderful world of YouTube. I'm glad to be doing another Platica 2 times in a week. Today's Cinco de Drinko. Mm-hmm. What better way to celebrate Cinco de Mayo with my friends and some couple Chalowskis to get super Podolskis.
Chalowskis. I like it.
So let me just introduce to you my friends. To my left, that's on camera number 2. His name is Steven Belalcazar, reigning from Colombia. ¿De qué parte de Colombia, mi rey?
Palmira, Cali.
Damn, why you gotta you saw how he scooted up and he made sure people knew about it?
Straight from Palmira, Valle del Cauca.
Real quick, you might
right,
think
fool?
that he looks familiar, and that's because his brother,
Big Fuji.
Big Fudge, was on La Platica episode. I forgot what it was.
That fool's whack.
And he says that he wants to get more views than when Big Fudgy was on. And if you guys don't remember, Big Fudge is the one that said that he's the biggest Bad Bunny fan ever. I called him out. He said that he's now a Bad Bunny fan and that he was wrong. And so that was your brother. Mm-hmm. Called him out, had to.
Yep.
Publicly.
Yeah.
And this is Big Fudgy's little brother, Steven.
Mucho gusto. What's up, Steven?
Thank you so much for being on La Platica. In front of me, I have a very, very good friend as well. His name is Papo. Also, his name is Gene. And nothing really to say about him. I'm totally joking. Gene is an amazing, amazing person. I got to know him for the past 2 years. Nothing but loyalty. The only thing that he pushes is farts and loyalty. So thank you so much. And by the way, if you guys don't know, he has one of the biggest dispensaries here in Los Angeles called House of Flowers in the beautiful city of Echo Park. So if you guys know what I'm talking about, comment down below. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I highly suggest that you guys go check it out, even though I've never checked it out myself.
Yeah, he's never been there.
But I support. You know this one shirt I'm wearing? You know this one shirt I'm wearing?
I appreciate that.
Cool. So thank you guys so much. And by the way, one of my guests today was super late. So
just an hour.
What should we penalize him with? All right, I'm gonna tell you this: either you chug the beer.
I was on time.
Chug the beer. Take 2 shots.
Okay. Listen, it's 4:00. It's 4:00.
5.
I mean, it's now 5:00. You said that you're gonna be here at 4:00. So hold on before you chug that beer.
Want to chug a mangoñada, fool?
Either you chug the beer swirly style.
Swirly style. Twisty.
And when I say swirly style,
Brand new style, yep.
either you chug it swirly style or
Ooh.
One shot?
I think both.
you gulp some. Yeah, right. I think both.
One beer, he's gonna drink it anyways.
This is facts. Look, he said it.
I'm drinking it.
I don't care, fool.
Okay, cool. So drink that
Swirly
beer
and then shot.
And no, this is not hazing. We're just very close friends. So drink the beer swirly style. Go for it.
What's up with the sound effect?
Hey,
Shot.
That
oh my god!
That was disturbing.
I felt like I felt that one. And next, take a little swig.
We have to fountain it so we know how much you're drinking, though.
And first of all, he didn't even drink his
He
whole
didn't
beer.
finish it.
But it's okay. Just know Ryan Big Fudgy is still on top right now.
Yep. I understand why he's the older brother.
Fuck you.
All right. So cheers once again. That was your penalty. How dare you? How dare you be so inconsiderate?
Is cursing allowed on
La
this show?
Plática.
Cursing
Of
is
course it is.
just making sure.
Hey, Pablo, can I have another beer, fool?
Of course.
So there's actually a reason. Well, actually, you know what? I saw this joke on TikTok today, right? And I said, you know what? I'm gonna tell this joke. I'm gonna tell this joke to kind of break the ice in case you guys are a little nervous.
Yes.
You are so loud when you open a beer. Let me open it for you. Because
Me corté.
a true Mexican can open a beer with anything. Oh shit. Oh, like that.
Thank you.
And by the way, I opened it with the key. All right, so I saw this joke, and I said, you know what? Papo and Steven would probably love this joke. So I was like, I'm gonna say it just so we can break the ice, you know, because your mustaches are all sweaty. You guys are getting all oily because I know you guys are nervous. So here's the joke, right? And if you know it, don't fucking ruin it for the other person, all right? Why doesn't a fish play basketball? Because they're scared of the net.
Never heard that one before.
That's a good one.
Wasn't it a good one?
Yeah,
Can
it
we
was
hear
good.
another one?
That's all I got. If you have another joke, I'd love to hear it.
Wait a minute.
It's okay. We're going to continue.
Wait a minute.
So on La Plática, I like to talk about topics that can relate to people, topics that, you know, people can be engaged to. Speaking about being engaged to, I recently been engaged. Steven's recently been engaged. And Papo, you've recently been engaged.
Sealed it up.
So, in a man's life comes a time where he finds somebody and he finally pulls the trigger and commits to be with their girl for the rest of his life. Yes or no?
Claro. For sure. It's the one.
So I wanted to really get on La Plática today and really talk about like a serious topic. Yes, sure, we can joke around. But I really wanted to know, because I want to help people back at home. There might be a guy right now that was in our situation. There might be a girl that was in our girl's situation. You know, I want to talk about things, for example, that relate to me. For example, I felt like I was super pressured to get engaged already. And I understand why. I also understand how my girl felt pressured to being engaged. And so anyways, we're going to get to that. But I'll start first. And my whole thing is that I want to help people understand back at home. They probably going through the same thing we did. And maybe the things that we say might help them out to finally, if they're thinking about being engaged, might push them a little bit to actually do it. Because it's a big thing.
Yeah.
So, I want to ask you two, what finally made you decide to get engaged? Like, you probably already knew that you were going to be with your girl. You probably knew that you're going to be with her forever. I know that. But what finally made you like, all right, you know what? Let's do it. Steven?
Bro, straight up for me. So since day one, I knew that Angie was going to be the one, right? But I guess working on the relationship with her mom and her grandma, that was big to me. So as soon as I saw the green light with them, and they were like, like totally, like freaking great relationship, and we could spend a weekend together and have a good time without any arguments or bickering. I feel like once I got that on board, then it was cool. It was cool with me because I'm huge on family.
Yeah.
So if I have to be cool with their mom and her grandma and her aunts, uncles, and cousins, that was huge to me. So that was my green light because since day one, it was Angie. So once I had that family kind of in line with it, it was cool.
Were you ever stopped by like financial situations from telling yourself like, shit, I don't live by myself right now. I need to take care of myself first. Things like that. Did you go through that as well?
Yeah, kind of. So when I started the company, Angie and I were still pretty new. And I definitely wanted to wait a little bit to propose until, her family and I had the relationship. But I guess it all kind of mapped out as I pictured it, because once the company started doing a little bit better and I was able to finally plan a future with Angie, that's when it kind of just happened.
How old were you when you guys met? I don't
She
think
was
I've ever
19 and I was 22.
Oh shit, you guys are young.
Oh, she was 19.
Bro, check this out. So
Wait, so how long have you guys been together before you
For
proposed?
7 years.
Oh wow, so we're all pretty.
Yeah,
Pretty
similar.
high.
7 years?
We were, yeah.
You know, it's funny that he told me, and she's probably not gonna want me to say this. But
Yes, I can get it, bro.
What?
Oh my god. All right, go.
So when I've known Steven since I was in high school. I think 10th grade.
Mr. Atwood.
Mr. Atwood's class. It was
Well, you were-
Spanish class, no?
You were a
Bro.
senior. He was a sophomore. Oh, how
junior.
Junior, sophomore. Bro, we used to call each other on purpose in class just so that our fucking ringtones could go off.
Yeah, because our ringtones were like reggaeton or whatever.
Daddy Yankee.
That's how we kind of like.
so
Yeah, that's how we kind of clicked, because my ringtone was reggaeton, and then so's his as well.
Yep.
So that's why we became like this. And then obviously I met his brother and whatnot. But after high school, he went to college, and then when you were in college, right? You used to work at Journeys.
Yeah.
So he worked at Journeys. Where at again?
I started off in Santa Monica and then I transferred over to Burbank.
Yeah.
And that's where
So that's where he met Angie.
Angie's grandma
At
walked
Journeys?
in. Bro, Angie's grandma walked in and then she told Angie to work there.
and
it's a
you
wrap.
and you interviewed her.
Yeah, and I hired her. It was
Also,
a wrap.
you were her boss.
Yes,
Wait,
sir.
Angie's grandma went and asked if you can hire.
No, she told Angie to apply.
Oh,
So I have a question. How did you go from making the switch from being like a professional
that's
boss
what I said.
to
Bro,
like, yo, I'm
it
gonna hit
was-
on this chick?
Bro, it was weird, bro. Bro, it was just
Okay,
weird.
hold on.
It was just
Okay,
weird.
before you-
Well, I don't want to get to
Okay,
that, bro.
before you get to that topic,
Oh, shit.
so they met, right? And they start working with each other. And obviously, se andan tirando los calzones, as in like they're starting to flirt, right? And he told me one time that like they were finally together. And like he told me that like one time they went in the back room.
Oh, you're lying.
shit. I think I know what's coming.
That they went in the back room, bro.
Bro, her mom better not hear this shit.
Who, Doña Iris? I guess they went in the back room and they like hooked up on top of the Crocs, bro.
Oh man.
Converse.
Oh, the Converse. Bro, straight up, imagine. Oh, and not only
On the
that.
sale-
Tripping,
on the sales
bro.
rack.
Okay, they're like
Oh my god, bro.
Exposed.
Super.
so I guess they like hooked up on top of the Converse that weren't sold yet.
And then they took him out to a customer.
Yeah, bro, and it was baby sizes too.
Oh my
From
god.
toddler
Yeah.
to
But that is true though. Like, how do you finally tell yourself? Because he wasn't just like a sales guy or whatever. He was like a manager, right?
yeah, I was the manager.
So how does a manager finally like come to a conclusion where it was like, all right, I'm finally gonna like,
I'm gonna take the leap.
yeah.
Bro, it was just weird, bro. So we used to flirt hella. and I don't know, man. It just fucking
Who started the
she was
flirting?
cute.
Yeah, who started the flirting?
Bro, she was all about me. We all know this. She was all about me.
Because Steven's supposed to,
I think we might have to get her in. Angie?
No, I'm playing. No. So she had a man at the time, and I used to like throw in a couple jabs
Damn.
to kind of like chop it up a little bit.
Oh, so she had a man?
And then I think they broke up, and that's when I just went in for the kill. I for sure spat like more game than her, 100%.
So you were the one that kind of consoled in her after. Was that how you started, or like you just started like flirting, like spitting game with her?
Yeah, just spitting game. That's it. She was cute, bro. You know, I had to do it.
Imagine like hooking up with her and then writing her a check after.
Or like having
Bro,
to
she got
having to
weird
write
too,
her up.
'cause- Yo. Bro, she had to get transferred after, bro, because one time we got into a fight at work.
Oh,
And it was just us two. Bro, we're in the back room fucking going off on each other, bro. And like the guy next door like called me the next day, like, yo man, is everything all right? I was like, yeah. It was just weird,
Really?
bro. Yeah, so I had to get it transferred.
funny.
So I transferred her
Dang.
to Topanga.
Fuck.
I know.
That's a good
bro.
story.
I know. Yeah.
Imagine like writing your girl up,
how many?
putting her in
I
detention.
didn't write her up at all, bro. She was actually a really good salesman too.
Yeah, you probably helped her out the whole time.
Nah, she was a good worker. Nah, but yeah, man, just happened.
Something that not a lot of people know is that when I finally told myself like, all right, I always knew I was gonna. I always knew I wanted to marry Karen, but when I finally decided to like, all right, let's do it. Like, let's go like to the steps of like, you know, like looking for a jeweler, looking for this and that. He told me he knew somebody, and what a lot of people don't know is that he was the one that was with me the whole time when, you know, looking for a diamond, meeting the lady. Like me and him like saw, it was so cool because like he lives like in a apartment high rise type of thing in Orange County, and they have like a clubhouse on top. So it was like, meet me in the clubhouse. Here comes the jeweler. She like brings all these diamonds
On a
bro.
The
Tuesday.
jeweler met you.
on a Tuesday.
On a Tuesday,
Huh?
chilling,
Super chilling.
couple beers,
Yeah.
just fucking.
Just expensive
Dope.
diamonds, having some beers, you know?
So it came with like a briefcase, and the jeweler was like, "Check out what I,
I don't
got."
know. Was it a
I don't
briefcase? I don't know, but it's pretty top secret. So he was the one that was with me the whole time, and you know, I always remember that
Yeah, it was cool. It was a good time.
because, and she was a plug too. Like she had some really good diamons, and she was very educational. And there's like so much to getting a fucking diamond,
Dude,
bro.
There is.
It's
I had no
crazy.
clue what I was doing.
bro.
I hella educated myself.
Well, I had
right?
to. Obviously, I had
Bro.
to educate myself, and then
Yeah.
my dad and I had him
Bro,
help me
I-
out.
Bro, you don't
Googled
just
that.
go and say, okay, I want that one.
Yeah,
Nah, bro. There's
Yeah,
like
check
that
it.
one, and then there's another one just like it.
but like
Almost the same,
clarity-
but like it's a little different. Yeah, and its price points can be
Yep.
from, like, say you get like a, okay, like what I realized was 1 carat to 3 carats, they all kind of like, they're not in the similar price range, but they'll jump up like $5,000, $6,000. But once you get to like three carat to like a 4,
Yeah, once you get past fucking 3 carats,
bro, it's like a 20K difference, bro.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
crazy.
But bro, I would just look at diamonds. I'm just like,
That was fun though, bro.
yeah, I was like, it's incredible how much
fucking-
these fucking things cost.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But yeah, it's cool. And by the way, guys, if you're looking for a diamond and you feel like, because I felt like my girl's diamond. Remember I told you, I was like, I feel like it's not gonna be that big. Like I wanted something like a decent size.
I felt the same way. I don't know if it's just like
Bro,
a common
it looks
thing.
tiny because
No,
it's just
because
a
when you
diamond.
just see it-
I
Yo,
think
if
next
you
to your
think about it-
next to your finger, you're like, it's not that big.
yeah,
exactly. We got big ass hands, so
yeah. And the jeweler, remember the jeweler? She was like, no, trust me, baby. Like, trust me. Like, I wish my man got me this. Remember she said that? What? Yeah, you don't remember her saying
Hell
that?
no. I mean,
She was like, I wish my husband got me this one. Sorry, I'm
Yeah.
calling the husband out. But she told me that, and I was like, I don't know. It's so little. Like,
Yeah, look a little.
she
For
goes,
real.
no, trust me. Like, once it's
Big.
on, and you know, there's everything around it, and it's on the ring, and you put it
Yeah,
on her,
like the setting
it's
and all
big.
that.
So like literally, from getting the like going to go look at diamonds, like say in September, and then you know from the whole month of September looking at diamonds, finally like being like, all right, cool, I want that one, and then the whole month of October, like, all right, cool, buying it, and then I had it already in November,
Yeah.
and then I pulled the trigger
bro, it
in
went by
December.
quick too, huh?
Quick, bro.
Yeah, it
We
went by
started
quick.
with you.
It's
I was
quick.
trying to
quick.
see when I.
Nerve wracking, bro.
But yeah, bro. And then once I gave it to Karen, I was like, all right, cool. Yeah, it is big. Like,
Yeah,
hell
because
yeah,
it looks
it's
bigger.
big
It
as
looks
shit.
bigger on a girl's finger. I had to
Yeah.
I had to put like the rock next to my mom's finger to see. I'm like, oh, it does look very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, cool.
Nah, shit
And then
nice.
she- and
Erica's
then-
ring
and
is
then-
nice as fuck too.
Hella nice.
Thank you.
Yep.
I think we all did a good job on our girls'
we
ring.
did.
Like a hella good job.
Yep.
I was stressing.
And then
Bro, were you nervous or what, Papo?
Honestly, I was a lot more nervous than I thought I would be. I couldn't breathe.
same here.
Like
Bro, I
on the
couldn't
on the
even
on the
speak
way to
that day,
propose,
bro.
I don't know how she didn't like catch wind because I was driving and I felt like I couldn't breathe and I was like gonna have an anxiety attack. And then I was like, Erica, can I use your inhaler? I feel like I can't breathe. So I took a couple puffs and I was like, fuck. And then I was like, shit, my mouth, I can't, like, I was getting cotton mouth. And I was like, Erica, you got water? And she's like, no. And then I was like, fuck, she's for sure catching on to something. Because then she saw everyone like getting ready, like, oh, where's
Yeah,
where's
she
so
was
and so
saying that,
going?
huh?
Where's it? And I was like, oh, they're probably all going to dinner, you know,
On a Monday.
on a Monday. And I was just like,
Dude, but like
I couldn't breathe.
You did it up though.
Yeah.
You did it up. You did a really good job, and you have a great backyard. It was sick. Like I would love that. Like I think anybody would love that. But what made it for you to be like, all right, cool, like I'm finally gonna do it? Because I mean, you've been with your girl for a while, but like, what really makes a man just fucking say, I'm gonna do it?
I was honestly thinking about this and like, because I know like you see couples that are together for a couple months or a year. Obviously they met when they're a little older and they just pop the question right away. And then there's couples like us that have been together for 8 or 7+ years. I've been with my girl for 8 years before I popped the question. I think it's like when you meet your girl and you're so young, because I met my girl when I was 20 years old, and you have that initial like, oh, I love this girl, like I want to be with her. It's like almost like, oh, you're too young to get married, so let's just like wait. And then you just wait and you're with the girl, and then there's like a comfort, like there's like a comfort stage, and then after the comfort stage you like don't know how time, you lose track of time.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh shit, I've been with her for 7+ years. Like I think it's time to like to do
Yeah.
it. And I think that's where I got caught up. It's like
That's hella true.
I fell in love with my girl, and then it was like, oh, we're too young. Like let's wait. And then the waiting stage, you get comfortable and you don't do anything
Yeah.
until like something like clicks in your mind. Like you either see your friends getting proposed, or you
Yeah.
see people like moving up, and they're like, oh, like shit, I gotta step
And
up.
you know, it's crazy. Like that waiting stage that you just mentioned. It's so comfortable to be in that stage.
Yeah.
And then just kind of be like, well, like we're chilling, bro. Like,
Like
there's-
what's the difference?
That's true. Yeah.
exactly?
And me and my girl have the same last name, so it's like, oh, like
Oh, that's true.
We've
But
been
yeah,
there.
like what's the difference, you know?
Yeah.
And so there's two parts to this. What you just said is so true. Like you, from I think from year one, because I've been with my girl for over 10 years, and for me, year 1 to 3 was super honeymoon stage, super chilling, super we loving each other. We're trying to do as much as we can with each other. And then 4, 5, 6, 7, you know,
It's just like the comfort. Yeah,
it's just
like,
like I love you.
let's go.
I want to be with you. There's
We're
nothing
cool.
wrong with you. We're cool. We're happy. Like blah blah blah. But what I noticed in that waiting stage, like for myself, is obviously time goes by.
Yeah.
And when time goes by, we start to get older.
Yeah.
And what happens is, you know, you see fulanito, sutanita over there getting married and they're proposing. And to me, that never fazed me, bro. And my girlfriend was a makeup artist, like when I first met her. And for like 5-6 years after that, like straight doing makeup. So guess what? She's doing weddings every single weekend. We would be getting invited to extravagant weddings, nice weddings, whatever the case was. But that never fazed me to be like, oh, it's my turn. I never thought about that. But what happens is that you get older and like you start to really think like damn, like fuck, like I need to like step it up as a man. So even like this is for my bros out there, like you will get to the point whether you're at it right now or not. If you're gonna be with your girl for a while, you are gonna get to the point where you're just gonna be like, I need to be more of a man than I already am, and really tie it up. Because if you with a real woman, like if you're with a really respectful real woman, she wants you to step it up and she wants you to tie it up and she wants you to have that commitment, because real women love commitment and I respect that. And you know, I used to not like give a fuck until I started giving a fuck about the way that like, because a girl can be like, you know, I want to walk around and I want people to know that I'm, you know, I'm engaged or, you know, I have a fiance. It's a very beautiful thing for them.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't really think about that back in the day.
Yeah.
Until I really put some thought into it. And, bro, when I did it, like, to me, and I always think like to a man, it's a super special moment for us. Like really special.
Bro, super vulnerable, dog.
Yeah. But to a young lady or a woman, it just really completes their life.
Oh yeah.
And when you see your girl go through that, I think it's a beautiful thing, and that made me super happy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I never thought, like, I'm telling you, like year 4, 5, 6, 7, you know, we'd be getting into sometimes some fights. Like, what are we doing? You know, like I gotta, you know, what's the next thing for us? And to me, I was like, what you mean? Like
We're cool.
Like we're cool as fuck. Like I love you, you love me, you know?
Living in LA, we're chilling.
Yeah, living in LA, like, you know, like nothing's gonna change.
Yeah.
But that's how I used to think. Until you really think about it.
Yeah, and something's gonna click too, because yeah, it's true. I guess you know since day one if she's a good girl in that sense, but something's gonna click. Like, yeah, I've always known Angie's cool. Like, she's a great girl, but you know, once the whole family part came in, that's when it kind of clicked in my head. I was like, yo, I think I'm ready to do this because, yeah, like we've gone through so much.
Yeah.
And like mentally, I was just so ready for it.
Yeah.
It just clicked. It was, I don't know, it was weird.
Yeah.
Pero como te digo, once you like do that shit, like, not that shit, but once you
That
get
shit.
engaged, like to a girl, it's like everything, bro. It really is. And for all you guys out there like watching this and like you really think that you want to like get engaged and whatnot, just do it.
Yo, how good is that feeling after though?
I felt the biggest
Bro.
weight off my shoulders.
Yeah, man.
The biggest weight off my fucking.
And I'm like
shoulders,
Papo, like I wasn't nervous at first. I was like, oh, I'm chilling. I got
Yeah,
the
I'm like,
ring.
this is
I-
gonna be easy.
when I got the ring, it was like,
I was telling Seb, I was like, yo, man, it's gonna be hard. I promise you. No, man, I think I'm straight.
yeah.
But were you nervous before, or did
Hell
you?
yeah. I was
the
cool.
day of?
Day of, I was chilling. About 20 minutes prior to it.
Same.
That's when I was like, damn.
I mean, I was obviously when it hit me, I was obviously setting up the house to propose to her, and I was chilling all day. I was like, oh, this is nothing. Like,
Yeah.
I was setting up the house, getting the flowers, and it wasn't until the drive home I was like, oh shit! Like, I started like getting nervous, and then I saw her getting ready, and I'm like, fuck, I'm super nervous now.
Oh, it's hard, dude.
Like, my heart was pounding.
It's funny.
It's so
Before we go on a little commercial break, before we do that, like for me, like I felt like the days before I was gonna propose to her, like have like a little proposal party for our family and stuff. I remember I was so like careless, like I didn't care if Karen got mad at me or anything like that. Like I went
after,
golfing, I was playing fucking Call of Duty, like till I wanted, like I didn't give a fuck. And like, say she said anything, I'd just be like, "Yeah, you'll be fine on fucking Saturday." Anyways, we're gonna go on a little break. We'll be right back. It's true though. Alrighty, and we're back. So, I don't know if you guys, if girls have ever told you this, and when my girl told me this kind of like crushed me, and I think we've already talked about this on the podcast, I'm not sure. But she once got a DM, and I don't know if you guys ever been through something like this, but my girl once got a DM and saying like, I can't believe you're not married or engaged, whatever. Like you must be doing something wrong. Like, first of all, who says that, right? Anyways.
I mean, my girl's gotten some
And then-
DMs like that.
Second, you know, at first I kind of like was like, you know, just like brush it off. And then, but Karen, she kind of like really like saw it like that. Like, oh my God, like, you know, like, is it true? Like it kind of got to her head. And obviously it's not true, obviously. But it's crazy because like girls who are great girls care. So, you know, Karen cared about like, does Sebastian want to be with me, and or obviously I did, but she cares more about like, am I not like womanly enough? You know what I mean? Like, she kind of felt like she had something missing. That's why she wasn't engaged, which is not true at all. But that's how she felt. And that's like super important, because maybe you young ladies back at home probably feel that way right now. But honestly, I think it's not healthy to think like that. And I don't think that's the case, you know, because I think that we're with our girls for a reason. And I think that, you know, I personally like from my experiences being with my chick. Oh my God, I forgot I had my fucking thing right here.
Just max.
If somebody told me, would you have gotten engaged earlier? I would have said yes.
Not me.
Why do you say that?
Me? I say that because like I feel like I could have been engaged earlier, and like I'll be like, yeah, sure, like I would get engaged. Like I don't regret getting engaged right now. I don't. Like obviously I never broke up with my girl and then got back with her. I've been with my girl since day one and I've never left my girl. But if someone says like, oh, would you have done this earlier? Like, yeah, I would. But I don't feel like I've always been a mature guy, but I don't feel like I was like that mature enough to do it until recently, like a couple years ago, where I was like, you know what, I really want to like do this. I really want to get to that next stage in my life, make my girl get to that next stage in her life as well, start a family, blah, blah, blah. If I do wish that I thought the way I thought now, like 2 or 3 years ago, but I mean, you can't say that. You can't tell yourself that, you know, it is what it is. But definitely, yeah, because I think it's worth it. I think it really is worth it.
Yeah, man, it's fun.
Like, would you do something different? Like you just said no.
Yeah, not me, man. I feel like it all like mapped out perfectly how I kind of envisioned it. I think it was all pretty.
The way you
pretty cool
way you wanted it.
Literally, bro, how I planned it, how I saw it, it happened like that, bro. That's why I'm telling you, like, if it just clicks, it clicks, and then just freaking roll with it.
How romantic.
Very. I mean, I feel the same way, though. I don't think... I mean, maybe a little sooner, but I think, like...
Yeah.
I was...
We're all still really young, too. Like, I feel like someone that has, like, some girlfriend... Like, if someone is in a relationship pretty young, they kind of, like, see all their friends getting engaged and stuff, and they want to do that. But if you're young, like, there's like, no rush whatsoever. Like, our life is so long.
Yeah.
Like, what's the point of like rushing into something if you're not fully invested in it? I don't know.
Are you gonna have kids soon?
We're gonna probably wait about like 2 years after marriage. I want to have a kid though.
Yeah.
ASAP, but we're gonna enjoy it a little bit.
I recently, like, obviously last year I turned 30 years old. And then I got engaged, whatnot. But I think right after I actually have the wedding, I think I'm gonna
Attempt?
Yeah, I'm gonna throw Hail Mary.
Let him go.
Shoot your shot?
I'm gonna unload the clip. Throw a Hail Mary. See if Karen can catch my Hail Mary.
Yeah, bro. Angie's still young though, so
you know what's crazy? Papo, since I met him, he says, "Yeah, I'm gonna get married once the Dodgers get a ring,
That was
or
my
I'm gonna
thing.
get engaged."
That was my thing. I used to always.
And then the Dodgers won.
It was honestly kind of like a joke. I would just say
it's meant to be, right?
because like, I mean, obviously people would like, I mean, people just always talk shit. Like when I helped my girl get a car and do this, she's like, oh, she'd get DMs like, oh, he's just prolonging the engagement.
That's so whack.
Why don't you have a ring? Yada yada yada. So. I mean,
Bro.
it was always a joke. I'm not. I mean, you guys know me. I'm not serious. I fuck around a lot.
Yeah.
And so my girl would be, like, her family and everyone would be like asking me like, "Oh, when are you gonna do it?" And just to like make comedy out of it. I say, "Oh, when the Dodgers get a ring, she'll get a ring." And obviously, the Dodgers have been to the World Series.
Did you feel pressured or no?
Yeah, I feel really pressured
After that?
well, not after the World Series. I felt pressured for probably the last 2 years because Erica is the oldest sister out of 3, and all her younger sisters have got engaged and got married. Other sister got engaged, got married. So I was kind of the last one. And I always felt like it was a little different of a timeline for me because I'm 3 years younger than Erica. So I was always a little bit behind. So when she was ready, I was still like, oh, like we're young. Like let's wait. And I didn't think it was a big deal. And then so that's where the Dodgers winning the World Series thing would like come into my head. I was like, when they win, you get a ring. And then obviously
It's crazy because like,
Sebas were at the World Series together.
Hella rooting against the Dodgers.
He's a Yankee fan. If you guys don't know.
Yeah, clearly. I don't even know
Angie
why.
and I were
He's not even
super
from New
low-key.
York or doesn't like baseball at all.
Angie and I were super low key.
His girl's from New
Going
Jersey though.
against the Dodgers, bro.
I know.
Yeah, Angie's from Jersey, so that's why I gotta support her team a little bit.
You're not a Mets fan?
No, Yankees
But he's a Lakers fan.
all day.
Of course.
Until this year, Brooklyn, all of a sudden.
Bro, yo, man, you better chill, you motherfucker. Hell no.
And you know what's crazy? Like you've been with your girl for a while.
8
Like,
years,
yeah.
and 8's my favorite number. So,
8?
yeah.
Kobe.
Kobe, infinity.
But
One on one then.
Huh?
one
That's
on
the
one.
one on one.
On what?
Basketball.
Okay.
All right, cool.
I don't know. He's really hard. He's really hard to guard.
Who?
He's
Fool, you see these shoulders, fool?
he's big.
I'm good. I'm pretty good.
He's pretty big too, though. Pause. So it's funny that you always said like, oh, when the Dodgers win a ring, but the Dodgers went to the World Series like a good amount of times since you've been with her, right?
2017,
Twice in a row,
2018, and then this last year, 2020.
Eric was like
3 times in 4 years.
3 times, and they fucked it up. And I was at Game 7.
yeah.
I
For
was
real?
like,
What? Good.
We went to that one Dodger World Series game where
Boston.
it was Boston, and we went because Karen's brother's a Boston fan. I don't know how that happened.
Oh, I think I heard this story.
I don't know how that
He's
happened.
from Boston, though, right?
I think he
Or
lived
he
out
lived
there for a little bit, yeah. And
Yeah, I've never lived in New York. But I just like them. I don't know. It's OGs.
He likes the logo.
So, no, yo, look. So, before Angie, I used to be a Brooklyn Dodgers fan. I'm just obsessed with East Coast baseball. That's why.
why don't you go move
I have
out-
I
why
have
don't
a
you go move
Brooklyn
over there?
Dodgers hat.
Yeah, get out of here.
I have a Brooklyn Dodgers hat because it's Brooklyn. But now the Dodgers are in LA. So.
Why don't you like go on Zillow and see what it's in
Yeah.
your budget out there? Why don't you go get a subway card? Why don't you go take the metro a couple times? No, but honestly,
Fuck you.
Hockey you.
Hawker.
if I wasn't living in LA, I'd 1,000% live in New York.
Hell
Really?
Yeah.
New York is.
I'm
what's
more-
it- have
more
you,
of a
You've been in
Miami.
New York, right?
Of course, you're Cuban.
I'm more of a Miami vibe.
Yeah.
Miami Vice.
Miami is
You're
dope.
crazy.
Miami is dope as fuck.
Miami's a vibe.
Yeah, it's a super vibe, honestly.
I've never gone to Miami.
I would think you'd like
Never
it
have? I do like it.
more
but
than you don't like it more than New York.
not to live,
Bro, the
Why?
East Coast is home.
because I like where I live.
That
right
is the
now.
East Coast.
Colombian. No, but like fucking New York and Jersey, hella Colombians everywhere.
So just because there's Colombians,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Bro, this fool ni sabe lo que está hablando.
Bro, I love it over there. Sorry, bro.
I would live in New York. When's the last
Yeah.
time you went to New York?
it's been a while.
New York is sick.
Two World Cups ago.
New York is just another world.
You went to? Oh, that's dope.
It was like think me and Erica's first year together.
During the World Cup,
We
That's
went to a
sick.
World Cup.
That is sick. That is sick as fuck. I messed up.
I don't know why. Maybe it's the Cuban in me, but Miami's always been
Bachelor
a
party. or
place
what?
I loved.
Why don't you
I've
go-
always said like when I retire, I want to go to Miami.
Why don't you go move out there?
I
Bachelor
will when I
party?
retire.
Bachelor party.
Perhaps.
Dang, that's another thing too. Have your boys like actually talked to you about like your bachelor party?
All the time.
The only thing they care about?
I mean, they were asking me for a while now, like, "Yo, where's your bachelor party gonna be at?"
You trying to do something like in North America, or you trying to get out of here? Like getting out of here, I feel like it's like it sounds cool and shit. I feel like it's just too much of a mission.
Like to go to a different country?
Yeah,
So I'm
like
gonna have 2 bachelor parties.
Are you?
I'm gonna have one
Hey.
with family.
he's gonna have 2 bachelor parties.
Oh yeah, bro.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Bro, I have to. One with family, somewhere local, like Vegas or something.
Can I go to that one?
Or is it just family?
I'm your family too, right?
And fuck it. And then one in Colombia, bro, with the homies. You already know where. I'm not even gonna say it.
You?
My two choices that I've been telling everyone, and Erica's aware, is
Yeah, just to put that out there.
Erica is aware. Miami, obviously. And Colombia. If
Why does everybody want to go to Colombia? Is it?
it's just
Colombia,
like it's just
Colombia.
Is that like
Right.
bachelor?
it's like it's beautiful. I
Yeah,
heard
I've
it's a lot
been.
cheaper. Like you
I've
can
been.
for what you spend in Colombia, like you'll probably triple it in Miami and do less.
And
Dang, I guess I'm going to Colombia twice.
and to all my Colombian listeners out there, Colombia's Colombia. Only we could relate. Colombia's Colombia.
It really is, man. I had the pleasure to go. I
Your
think,
trip was sick.
2 years
Sebas.
ago, and I was there for like 10 days.
Your trip was sick. It looks like so much fun.
And I gotta tell you guys a story, all right? So we were out there, right? We were out there for my boy Brian's surprise party. And they were like, yeah, you guys want to go and surprise him and make her like, fuck yeah. Like, obviously, we love Brian and Camila. Her name is Camila. But we also wanted to go to Colombia. So we go. And at this time, Maluma is with the young lady that goes by Natalia, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I gotta tell a story because this story is kind of like crazy. Well, it's not crazy, but anyways. So so we're there like 10 straight days, right? And on like the 8th or 9th day was like the main day where it was actually his surprise party. And my fiance is good friends with this young lady. And this young lady tells my fiance like, "Hey, we just landed in Medellin."
Who's we?
Her and Maluma. And
Fuck, trip out.
And it was the main day, like the reason why we're there, like, you know, like it's the actual party. We're in a finca of, like, you know, Colombians call like little ranchitos,
Rancho de
fincas.
Finca, yep.
We were in a finca, beautiful finca. Finca is a great word.
Fincas are nice over there
Finca,
too, huh?
finca. We were in a sick finca.
Oh, we get it.
Move on.
I just like
Yeah,
saying
it's
I
a
like
cool
saying the
finca.
word finca. And so she texted my girl that day
Uh-huh.
and was like, "Hey, like we just landed. Like we were wondering if you guys want to go to dinner." And we had to say no, bro.
Because you were at the finca.
We were at the finca the main
Why didn't
day.
you just invite him to the finca?
I don't think they'd go. And,
Why?
you know, and
sick
the
loyalty though.
and-
Yeah, sick loyalty.
yeah, bro. Like I'm gonna be like, bro, like as much as you know, they would be
No,
really
yeah,
cool
bro,
to
you
meet
gotta stick to
Maluma.
that.
Nah, bro, I'm here for my boy.
You know?
Sick.
But wouldn't that be dope though? Having dinner with Maluma.
I
Yeah.
would for sure gone to the Maluma dinner.
You what about if it was my surprise party?
Nah, I'm kidding.
You would have dipped on me?
Nah, I'm playing. Nah, I'm just
Guess you know what type of friends you have.
Nah, I'm kidding. And I'm gonna stick to
That's
that.
that's the type of
I'm
friend
kidding,
I
and
have.
I'm gonna stick to that. Yo, Sebas, you remember last week when you said J Balvin's number one?
I never said that.
I swear to God, you said that.
I never said that.
Bro,
Coming from the
I have something to say, bro.
Big
last
Bunny.
week,
Or, I said Big Bunny.
yeah, you were yeah, Big Bunny. Yeah, Sebas was
The
faded.
big bunny.
Yo, Sebas was faded, yeah. So what?
I wasn't.
Bro, se lo juro. This fool said J Balvin is number one. And I was like,
Why did I say that?
my man. Pues quien sabe?
He's number one to you?
All day.
J Balvin?
Probably to make him happy.
Oh, because he's Colombian.
I've already told you this. I've already
he's
gave
not
you the
number one
rundown.
today. Bad Bunny's number one today. We all
I've
know
given you the
this.
rundown many times of the whole thing.
Yeah. He is number one today. Bad Bunny is. Pero
If J Balvin
All I'm saying is you
if
said
J
that.
Balvin was not Colombian, he wouldn't be saying that.
yeah, I would.
No, you wouldn't.
Maluma's not fucking top 10.
Honestly, I have
that
to
was
rethink
Colombian.
about everything that you ever say because you're super biased.
When it comes to
You like New York
What?
because there's Colombians
yes,
there.
he just
You like
exactly.
J Balvin because he's Colombian.
Yeah,
All right, I'm out.
which is fine. Which
Yeah,
is
I
fine,
mean,
Bro,
But just know that when he's
so
trying
you
to
said
like
that, Sebas? Oh, wait. Time out.
what?
You said that. I swear. You said that
Probably to
Balvin's
make
number one.
probably to make you happy.
Quien sabe? But you said it.
there's a lot of number ones in reggaeton. There's a lot, but the ones right now making moves already you know who it is.
Bad Bunny.
And J Balvin is also on number one, but you know on I don't even want to talk about
Yeah,
it.
that's fine. Whatever.
But just know it's number one. And I already came in here with your brother, you know, giving the whole spiel.
Let's not talk about that fool, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is all the time we have left today on La Plática.
Estás escuchando La Platica.
I want to thank Steven to my left, Papa right in front of me for being on the podcast. I appreciate you guys, your guys' experiences being sexy, engaged men that you are. Thank you for tuning in to La Plática, everybody. Once again, you can find us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and here on the beautiful, wonderful world of YouTube. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. Give this video a big like. And I think on the next podcast episode, Karen is going to be live and we're going to be talking about very, very important topics. Once again, like I tell all my guests that I really, 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 really like, this will not be your last time on the podcast.
Ooh.
Papo, I'll invite you over again. And everybody, thank you so much. Nos vemos en la próxima plática.
Happy Cinco de Mayo, y'all.
Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Singing a drink up.
Adiós.
Hey.